Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and I'm pleased to welcome you to Inside, the spiritual successor to Playdead's previous and first game, Limbo, which you might notice immediately that there are quite a few similarities in how the games start out. We are in control of this small child, and of course it's just a puzzle platformer that begins at the edge of a forest, and suffice it to say, we are in for a bit of an unsettling adventure as this game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where there's lots of brainwashing experiments going on for human beings, and there's not really much in the way of story or plot in this. You just get to experience it, which I think is kind of a pleasant storytelling method. But like I said, it's going to be disturbing, and there's some really sketchy parts. So if you feel uneasy at the sight of gory death, then I might suggest you find an alternative video to watch or something, because it gets pretty gnarly in this game, from getting ripped to shreds to drowning, getting shot if you get caught by one of these guys. Goddamn sticks. Why did we have to start at the edge of a forest? And we just gotta wait here. Play it very carefully. There we go. So, essentially the entire world is out to get you. Mostly these faceless guards, and much like Limbo, we've got ourselves a couple of items that we get to deal with, including refrigerators. So with my inhuman strength, I'll just shove it over here and also fall like 2 solid stories. So there's the truck from before, and I hate dogs. Dogs in this game, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna kill you. There's lots of trial and error in this game, and some people would consider it a bit of a cheap game mechanic, and there's nothing there. It kind of looked like there might have been. But for the most part, I kind of enjoy figuring out the puzzle, even if it means dying 4 or 5 times. So it's a little gratifying, in my opinion, so I don't mind it as much. But we'll be certain to die a couple of times here, so we'll watch out for that. Uh-oh, so here's a dog if you don't get away fast enough. Oh god. Run! Run, small child! Ooh. They purposefully make these so close. Even if you know you're gonna make it, it's still nerve-wracking as all hell. So we'll continue going. Unlike Limbo, this game is slightly more grounded in reality, or as close as it could be in a game of this capacity. And what I mean by that is there's no giant spiders and things of that nature in this game. Or perhaps there is. This game I would consider to be significantly more creepy and even scary at some points. So we gotta avoid the flashlight. Oof. Okay. Definitely don't want to get caught in that flashlight drive-by. So actually, now that I think about it, because not a lot is explained in this game, I think there are a couple of instances where something might be considered supernatural or of the fairy tale mythic variety, but like I said, there's lots of weird-ass shit going on in this game. Now this part you actually need to get caught, because unless you go in front of the headlights, yeah, you must make them pursue us. Now don't get caught because they do have guns, and don't trip over any stupid blocks. Okay, and right here, wait for this truck to go by, and we'll go. Otherwise that guy will shoot you immediately. Run! Run as fast as you can! Guy's just like, oh fuck, a cliff. Screw this, I'm going home. Shit. Now they've got dogs. The hounds. Run! Run! Oh. Okay, so we have escaped for now. Now, as for the achievements in this game, this is where things might start getting a little bit strange because unlike Limbo, where you need to collect like little eggs or beat the game without dying, you essentially have, I believe, 13 or 14 of these very strange electrical devices that you need to disconnect, and those will give you your achievements. They're mostly hidden in Easter egg areas, and while the game is pretty linear, tip over, damn it, you can still find really obscure nooks and crannies, which get really annoying, and we will be collecting all of them in this playthrough, but we go and discombobulate that, and there we have it. Mucky waters. So, yeah. You basically just get to go and explore for a while, and you'll be able to find some of them. A lot of them are actually really congested. Like in this first part of the game, you find, I think, 4 of them just back to back, so I wouldn't be surprised if we got most of them in this video, because this is not a very long game by any standards, and I would say it's even more casual than Limbo because of the very gracious checkpoints they give us. So basically before every set piece you can reload from the pause menu at any point and go back to where you need to find things. So it's a little forgiving, but this game can be kind of hard. I don't know. I mean, the first time at least, and if you're not following a guide, which I'm not really intending this to be, but I just kind of want to play through and collect everything. Looks kind of strange. Dead pigs. This rain. It's so foreboding. I really like the atmosphere of this game, by the way. It's really dark and decrepit, and some of the areas we go to, they're so good. Now, like I was saying, about certain really random, obscure places that you can find, collectibles, I guess, I don't even know what to call them, in this area, unless you have like an eagle eye or you just saw somebody else do it, there's no way that you would have seen this unless, I guess, you maybe saw it from like the side of the screen, because I had very little indication that there was a trapdoor here. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up all the way, and this will actually lead us into a secret bunker. Yeah, right off the bat, they're just giving us this shit. God, is this Vault 101 perhaps? Hello? Nothing? Alright, well, thanks for that. We'll head down through this vent over here. I don't know why that was the most convenient method to enter this room, but there is our second discombobulation device. Yeah. So, that's all we need to do about that. I don't think there's any relevance to disconnecting every single one of them at the end of the game. I think there was one I was missing on my first playthrough, but that was obviously on my practice file, so. Oh, and you hear little dings. Or are they? Oh. Okay. Well, out of the cornfield and into the arms of our chickadee brothers and sisters. Hey there, little fellas. Don't you have somewhere else to be? I'm sure you can't possibly be useful for any puzzles we'll be solving. That would just be ridiculous, right? And why would they all want to come to me amidst this pile of dead pigs, I guess? So by the throngs, they appear to us. Damn it, if only we knew the Bremen song. So, we need to head inside of this farmhouse here, but unfortunately there's no way to do so. Luckily somebody left a rope here for us, so being as acrobatic as we are, we can actually just jump into the little random window there and enter through here. So this area, not too tricky of a puzzle, but we have a lever here that apparently will do nothing for us, so there's that. And we also have this strange machine, which, upon repeated attempts to start it, I think we got it. There we go. Cool. So we have a grain feeder, apparently, here, and we need to head over to the right side, because when in doubt, just keep going right? So now we can activate the switch, and you'll notice it's blowing. Cool. So this is actually going to be useful for us, but it only stays blowing in a certain amount of time. You can see that it's suctioning from the ground. So I guess it's now time for our good friends to come in handy here, right? Probably. Alright, my friends, I have something I need to show you. Please come over here and don't be afraid of me. You guys are going to have a goddamn blast with this, let me tell you what. I've been engineering this device for ages, and thank you for finally coming over here, because there's something I really want to show you. So as you saw before, they get kind of sketched out whenever we get near them, so we need to give them a little bit of space here, not step on them, and give them a little bit of time to lag behind us, and give them the time of their lives. And basically we just use them as little furry bullets to knock over that giant stone thing, platform box. And what's funny is that they continually go back inside, and unfortunately, one of them actually died here. I think this one actually always dies, so I have no remorse for that asshole. He was a scripted death. And now we can continue on over here and get ready for one of the most ridiculous things in this game. I mean, a lot of this game you gotta kinda, take with a grain of salt, but this is ridiculous. Tally-ho, my friends! Just gonna go and land in a wagon of dead pigs. Because why the hell not, right? No, but what we want to do with this is actually ram this backwards, because of course, why else wouldn't you? And take this really oddly rotten piece of wood out. Thank you. And we'll go and step in here. And upon entering, oh god. See, now this is kind of fucked up. This is just some strange ass imagery. Like, what are the sanitation policies in this world? I mean, obviously we'll be able to tell that there's some pretty high-tech equipment in this game, so you would kind of have to assume that maybe there would be some sort of like policies that could elongate, the quality of life. Apparently not. They just keep them all in that same room and call it good. Because here we have our third, I don't even know, this little strange disco ball thing. It's destroyed. So, yeah. None of these little piggies went to the market. Indeed. Tom York made sure of that. Alright, so let's get out of here. We actually do need this wagon filled with pork to make the rounds. Because, of course, we can only go in a unilateral direction. So, it looks so silly when he's, like, pulling it backwards. I love it. And you can do that for most anything in this game. And, oh, wait a minute. What is this? Actually, I don't think this is anything. I'm just gonna be curmudgeoning through the swamp. No big deal, right? And we do it all the time. But, yeah. Just make our way through that and introduce ourselves to the capabilities of climbing fences like a pro. God, if I could climb a fence that fast, I would probably use that to my advantage more often. Now I notice these pigs have some weird coming out of them. It's probably nothing, right? Uh-oh, this one's mad. Don't let him get you or else he will bludgeon you to death. So just avoid him and use his own stupidity against him. Ugh. It looked like it might have been pretty goddamn painful. Alright, let's go inside because he's not done yet.